Hello, my fellow creators, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yvette, and I am part of the Cat Scrappiness design team. Today, I'm going to come on here real quick and show you how you can use holiday-themed paper for a card other than a holiday card. So today, I am going to be using the Be My Valentine pattern paper, as well as this Get Well die with shadow, and the A2 stitch strips. I'll be sure to link to all these products in the description box below, as well as to the Cat Scrappiness channel, so you can head on over there for some more videos filled with inspiration. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and go through my paper pad and decide which pieces of pattern paper I'd like to use on this card. I had this scrap of pattern paper from that paper pad with the heart balloons all over it, so I wanted to use that. And then I got other pieces and scraps from that pattern paper pad as well to add to the heart paper. I'm going to use the two middle sizes of the A2 stitch strip dies, and I'll use those to cut out the pink and the red and the brown pattern paper. Now, I have those all cut out, and now I just have to decide how I'm going to lay these out on my card. A lot of times when I'm making a card, I don't plan ahead. I just kind of have a general idea of what I want to do, and then I kind of just play it by ear. So here, as you can see, I am trying to figure out how to lay out my strips of paper. Once I've decided how I'm going to lay them out, I bring in some of my Barely Art Precision Craft Glue, and you can also get that at the Cat Scrappiness store. And then I'm just going to attach my strips of paper directly to my card base. I'm starting by adding the smaller strip of red pattern paper to the top of the card base, and then I will follow up with the larger pink pattern paper strip, and again I will attach that using my Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. And I'm going to go ahead and attach the red and the pink strip to the bottom of my card base as well to mirror the strips on the top of the card base. Now once I have those strips attached to the card base, I see that I need to trim down my pattern paper with the balloons on it. So I'm going to go ahead and just bring in a ruler and roughly measure how big I need that piece of balloon pattern paper to be. So it looks like it needs to be about 2.5 inches, and that looks like a perfect fit. But in looking at the card, I thought, let me add just a little bit of dimension to this. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in some of my craft foam tape, which you can also get at the Cat Scrappiness store. And I'll add that foam tape to the back of this pattern paper. Now I'm going to go ahead and peel off the release tape from there, and then I'll add a little bit of my liquid glue so that I can have a little bit of wiggle room when I'm attaching this to my card base. Now that I have the front of my card all set, I'm going to go ahead and pull out the Get Well die with shadow, and then look through the scraps of pattern paper from this same paper pad to see if there's any smaller pieces that I can use to coordinate with this card. So I did have a piece of that pink pattern paper that matches the strips on the card. So I will be cutting the shadow of the Get Well with shadow die from that piece of paper. And then I found a really small piece of the brown pattern paper, but it was just large enough to cut the Get Well words from that piece. Now that I've got my word and shadows cut out, I'm going to go ahead and lay them out on the card just to see how I want to set them there before I glue them together. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring in my reverse tweezers to help me hold on to these dies as I put some of the craft glue on there and attach it to the shadow. The reverse tweezers are simply a must-have for me. I'm all thumbs when it comes to holding small pieces of paper, so these act like a third hand for me. Now I wanted to add just a little bit extra to the card, so I did bring in some of the Peachy Keen Enamel Dots by Cat Scrappiness. and I used it's like an ivory color enamel dot, and I added 3 to the bottom right corner of the card and 3 to the top left corner of the card. And then I didn't want those extra die cut strips of paper to go to waste, so I thought I would just add them to the inside of the card so that the front of the card would coordinate beautifully with the inside, while still leaving enough room to leave a handwritten message. I hope I was able to provide you some inspiration using Valentine themed paper for a non-Valentine themed card. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.